Hi, I'm Nicole, a fitness expert for SparkPeople.com. In this video, I'm going to lead you through a really short lower body stretching routine, and we'll do all these stretches in a standing position. Just make sure anytime you are going to stretch, you've already warmed up your muscles after the warm-up before your workout or towards the end of your workout, like after a cool down. So we're going to start with a quad stretch. You might want to hold on to a chair or a wall if you have balance issues for this. I'm going to pull one foot back, grabbing towards that foot or towards the ankle a little bit. And on this one, think about standing tall with those shoulders down. My legs are lined up right next to each other with the knees in line. A common mistake on this stretch is to pull the leg way back. Instead of that, I want you to keep your legs in line. If you feel like you need a deeper stretch, you can tilt your hips forward a little bit. And make sure you're breathing steady. Let's go ahead and release it down and switch to the opposite side. Again, holding on for balance if you need to. Some people find it helps even to just take your arm out to the side, even if you don't need to hold on to anything to help you with your balance. Try to stand tall. And again, if you need a deeper stretch, tilt those hips forward a little bit instead of pulling your leg further back behind you. And just make sure you're not holding your breath. Let's go ahead and release that one down. From here, we're going to move into a hamstring stretch. I'm going to turn to the side just a little. I'm going to take one foot out in front with my toes popped up. As I shift my weight back over the heels, like I'm going to sit back into a chair and then bend forward slightly with a nice flat back. Make sure your back isn't arching here. And let's take a couple deep breaths in that position. If you feel like you can stretch a little deeper as you exhale, I want you to try to collapse over that leg. You can even reach towards the foot if you've got enough flexibility and some good balance. Hold it for a couple more deep breaths. And let's lift that torso back up, still with a nice flat back. I'm still in that seated back position, and I'm going to take my toes down to the floor here to get a little bit of a better stretch through the calf. So try to just flatten that foot. And then let's roll the spine back up. We're just going to switch sides, roll those shoulders down and back. Turning slightly to the other side, pop that heel up, sit back like you're sitting back into a chair, and then you're leaning forward from the waist just slightly with a nice flat back, as if you're bringing your chin out towards your toes. And from there, another deep breath. If you can go a little further, collapse closer to that leg. You can reach for the foot if that's your level of flexibility. And steady breath. From there, we're going to come up just a little bit, still in that nice flat back, and drop the toes towards the floor to stretch through the calf. Again, think about your chin coming outwards, abs engaged, and then let's slowly roll it back up. A couple more stretches here real quick. Let's stand tall with those shoulders down and back. We're going to take a really wide stance and then turn those toes out. Make sure they're wider than the hips there, and squat straight down. You can just keep your hands on your hips or reach towards your knees. This is a great stretch for the inner thighs. And sometimes you can sort of rock it side to side a little bit for a deeper stretch. Just make sure you're not leaning forward from the waist. Keep those shoulders down and back and the chest lifted. And from here, I'm going to collapse over, rolling that spine down and reaching towards the floor. It's okay if your fingers can't touch the floor, and if you're really tight through those hamstrings, you can bend the knees a little bit if you need to. Just relax that head and neck down in line with the spine. And make sure you're breathing steady. From here, we're going to slowly walk our heels and toes in until the legs come together for a forward bend. Again, a slight bend at the knees is okay for this. Try to take a few deep breaths, and on every exhale, see if you can relax a little deeper into that stretch. And then when you're ready to, we're going to slightly bend at the knees and slowly roll the spine all the way back up, one vertebra at a time, and take those shoulders down and back. All right, we're done with our lower body stretching routine. For more fitness ideas, visit SparkPeople.com.